I'm actually Peta Lindsay from Youth and Student Answer Coalition. Thank you. I want to start by saluting the ILWU Local 10 and the other rank and file labor leaders and organizations that have taken the initiative in organizing this march. No group of workers in the country needs this kind of independent fight back movement as much as young people. It is the super exploitation of young workers, the intensification of the drive to cut wages and benefits that has left more and more young people with this stark choice. Remain in poverty, remain in a condition of unemployment, remain in an environment where it is almost impossible to pay for your schooling, or on the other hand, join the US military. That's what's happening to young people today in working class communities, and especially in the African American and Latino community. Young people are being offered the opportunity to go and kill other young people and working people in third world countries as the only mechanism provided by the establishment that will enable them to get an education, a skill, or even a job. This fact alone proves the bankruptcy of the political and economic system in the US. Throughout history, when new mass movements became strong, whether it was the labor rights movement of the 1930s or the civil rights movement of the 50s and 60s, or the anti-Vietnam War movement, or the women's movement, or the LGBT movement, it has always been young people who have been in the vanguard. We may not be the dominant voice at the speaker's podium, but when you look around and see who it is that is walking the picket line, who's going to jail, or the ones that are the grassroots organizers, handing out the leaflets and putting up the posters, it's always young people. Internationally, when you look from Gaza or the West Bank and Palestine to Port-au-Prince or to the Philippines, it is the heroism of young people in the face of overwhelming odds that has inspired the solidarity and support from people around the world. So we have mobilized for the march today, and we are urging everyone to take the next step after the Million Workers March and return to Washington, D.C. on January 20th, 2005. On that day, there will be thousands of young people and people of all ages, from all backgrounds, all across the country, lining the inaugural route, regardless of who is president, to demand an end to the occupation of Iraq. We know that the struggle for jobs, for education, for health care, and against war and racism is a long-term battle, and we are in it for the long haul. Let's continue to build the movement and stop the Pentagon death machine and the